There's nothing that says this is an academy built on, well, unstable ground and a massive underground cavern, almost certainly filled with terrifying monsters. I'm surprised that no one from the academy has come in here as like a hazing ritual and like taken all of the loot. Because these are just out and open chests. Oh god, elementals and skeletons. Study foe?
Letting my arrow fly and
I'm sorry, what did study foe just... Who has that power? Is that from Cyrus? Because that's probably one of the most useful abilities I think we can have access to. Okay. Haunit. Let's try out Lind. Or the Shadow Wisp. We use the Shadow Wisp on the Fire Wisp. Can we capture any of these? 0, 0, 0, 0. All right. Well, we have 7 uses of Shadow Wisp, so I'm gonna do... Oh, do I not get a choice with Shadow Wisp? Oh, I thought I would have gotten a choice. All right, that's fine. Cyrus, or not Cyrus, Alphen. Ambling Bones. Take an axe to these skeletons.
My turn now.
Ophelia, I need you to double hit this Ambling Bone. No, this Ambling Bones. Broke. Good. His defensive. Fire Sand. That's concerning. All right, Cyrus, you have staves. What can you do? What are your scholar skills? Fireball and Ice Wind. Ice damage to all foes and fire damage to all foes. Oh, Cyrus really is the Black Mage. Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. If those guys, if one of them is weak to fire, we're gonna fireball. How much SP do you have? You have 60? Wow, that's a lot. Given that, I mean, Alphen is like level, Alphen is like 14 levels above you, basically. And you have like, that's a lot of SP. That's great. Okay, fireball then. Hopefully that gets rid of the Ambling Bones. It does get rid of it, and it breaks the Ice Elemental. Fantastic. Axe the Fire Wisp. Okay, not weak to axes, but that's fine.
What next?
Let's try Lind. They're not weak to any of Lind's attacks, but that's fine.
I'll do my best.
Ophelia, I need you to weaken the bones, and then I need you to break the bones. Perfect. Fire Sand on Ophelia, that's fine. And then the Ice Elemental is Ice Storming, which is kind of scary.
Letting the hunt.
We just need to keep it in mind that Cyrus has a lot less HP than everyone else. So, Haunit, I'm gonna need you to bow the Fire Wisp. Okay, that one's dealt with. Cyrus, I'm gonna need you to multi-attack the bones. Okay, somehow you managed to kill it, and that's kind of crazy. Alphen, max attack the wisp. Okay, those are all dead. Perfect. Hopefully we get a lot of EXP for this. Level 2, level 3, and Ophelia gets a level. Very good. Very good. Ice Soulstone, definitely helpful. Oh, of course there's random traveling salespeople in caves like this. Why wouldn't there be? And then, oh, more enemies.
Flame, protect us.
Study foe, that is really nice. Oh, we don't have anyone with wind magic.
What next?
Okay, but that's fine. Swords, and you don't have anything else. So let's try. So let me see if I get this right. Weaknesses are always organized in a set order. Skeletons are weak to staves. So all of their other weaknesses are magic based, because the right is magic by default. So they're gonna be weak to probably fire. I'm gonna try ice, and hope that one of the, I think like the fire lantern is probably also gonna be weak to ice. So we'll try that at the very least. Ice wind. So that'll do it on them. Fire and Ice Sentinel. It's not going to be super effective against the Ice Sentinel, obviously, but hopefully on the fire, maybe. Yes. So the skeletons are not weak to ice. So maybe like
Letting my arrow
I don't know,
fly and
electricity? Pretty sure that's something that we have, right? Deals heavy lightning damage to a single foe. Not sure I want to do Thunderbird yet. Probably, Haunted has axes, right? Yeah, Haunted does have an axe. I'm going to attack the Ice Sentinel. That's some damage, that's fine, that's good. I wonder if the Fire Sentinel is also weak to ices, or
best.
axes. That is true. You have this. So break this one. Okay, that's another bones broken. Cyrus can attack the other one, so you can get broken.
Bring it on.
Alphen can... Ooh, amputation. Alphen, I need you to amputate the Fire Sentinel. Nice, that's some pretty good damage. Good job, Alphen. Haunted, I need you to supercharge an axe attack on this Ice Sentinel. Perfect. And then you can break the bones. Very good. Light, probably. Against the undead, let's find out. Holy Light on Ambling Bone, or on the broken Ambling Bones. Yep. Perfect.
What is the logical course of action?
If that's the case, probably just want to... Probably just break this one then.
Letting my
And then
arrow
Haunted
fly and true.
can attack that one and get rid of it.
Nothing.
And then Alphen can
Let's get down to work.
attack them. Perfect, perfect.
Ha, try again.
We'll get the handle on all of this combat. Alphen gets a level, Cyrus gets a level, Haunted's almost to level 15, which is great. Very, very good. More loot. More loot. Give. What do we got? Spiriting Plum. Good, good, good. All of these plums. And we have to remember that we have a grandma. We do have firestorm summoning grandmothers. Use elderly woman. Yes, use the elderly woman to summon forth a firestorm of destruction and death. Wow, that's great. Oh my god. Oh my god, this elderly grandmother is insane. We should probably save grandma's firestorms from hell for bosses. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Don't mess with grandma. That's terrifying. Where is the way forward? The way forward is over here. Loot. Yes, please. Herb of Light. Always like our herbs. Herbs. And crates. And more
Flame, protect us.
giant bats. You surprised your foe. That's really useful.
My turn now.
I actually kind of want to see. Actually, it's probably not. I'm just gonna flee. If I surprise our foes, I think I'm just going to escape because it's quicker. So, do you sell anything worth my time? I'm surprised that Russell, the in-debt gambler scholar, built his lair so close to a well-known traveling salesman trade route under the academy. Anyway, if you need, what do you have to sell? Can I just buy 53 more grapes? Sure, you know what? I'll just buy 53 grapes. Sure, why not? I probably shouldn't have bought 53 grapes, but you know, sometimes things require a lot of grapes. So, you know, we just occasionally drop a few $1,000s on a bunch of grapes. And isn't there, yes, there's another one over here. All you going to you? Light soulstone. Nice. Yo, Russell, what the hell are you doing? Oh, sorry, I can't interrupt these guys yet. Study foe, spears and swords.
Now.
All right, well, if we gotta face these guys, 2 ice ones, if that's the case, we fireball.
Oh, flames, rage strong.
What next?
On it, go for max power bow attack. It's weak to bows. It's actually good to know. I'm so glad that it seems like every stream of a new game that I do, I attract at least one person who's very familiar with the mechanics of the game and would be like, yo, you just need to do this. This is the weakness. It's like, this is how you do it. I'm just like, yes, I don't need to think. It's like Corey was there for Banjo-Kazooie. You're here now for Octopath. It's just so useful. Not having to think. It's great. Anyway, Russell. I am here. I must get the tome back. You're not going to escape me. Those are some massive bottles, by the way.
What?
Professor Albright. Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working? Is this what you call an office? It's like, oh yeah,
Excuse me.
I'm a student at the Academy of the Royaldom of Atlas Dam, and it's like, oh yeah, you've taken Professor Russell's class? It's quite the trek to get to his classroom. Yeah, see, it's underground, underneath the Academy itself. Ever since there was a bit of water damage, you can't actually take the stairs, so you kind of got to go outside of the campus and go through the old tunnels. Don't worry about the shambling corpses or the elemental spirits that try and freeze and melt you. They're pretty much benign as long as you have, the ability to summon maelstroms of fire from the pits of hell. I highly suggest leaving just, 10, 15 minutes early before class if you want to get there on time. My apologies, though. I was just lost in my own thoughts about you claiming the fact that this is your... Anyway, I would have knocked, but there wasn't really a door.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you have heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives? I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come on now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief and I can prove it. What? The hells you can? I'm a gambling addict, not a thief. Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just walking from his little slumber. He was walking and he was a sleepwalker. That's how you got the key. Pickpocketed while he was sleepwalking. It's a 100% success rate. But that's impossible. He was asleep, I'm positive. Ah!
Oh.
Keeping up on our friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue, I tell you. I know nothing about that goddamn book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy? To prove your innocence, of course. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. You come at me. You dare approach me. My god, he's mastered gigantification. He's weak to wind magic. That's so not useful or helpful to me in the slightest. But these wind spirits, water wisps. Oh, they're not fire or ice, they're water. So of course they'd be weak to electricity. Haunted is probably the only one with electrical magic at the moment, so that might be helpful. Ooh, Haunted has not a lot of HP. Alright, let's try... Let's see if Lind is in any way effective. We gotta remember we have other things. Alright, let's go first with Lind. Okay, they're weak to spears. That's good to know. Icicle, 85, not the worst.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, let's see if he's weak to axes. He's not weak to
I'll
axes.
not be defeated.
Okay. Let's try staves. I just want to all of the people who have like single weapon styles, like only staves or only axes or whatever, I want to eliminate that as possibilities. He's weak to staves. Okay, that's actually good to know.
What is the
That's
logical
good to
course of
know.
action?
Alphen and Ophelia are our healers. We gotta remember that they have that power. All right. Let's make sure. Let's try. If they're water, the chances of fire and ice being super useful are not really high. But I'm gonna try ice because I think that's more likely than fire. Okay. So the wisps aren't weak to ice, but Russell is. All right. Let's try... Have we tried axes on Russell? I think we have. Let's try axes on the water wisps. They are weak to axes. Okay, that's good to know.
Come in, if thou darest.
All right. What kind of abilities do we have with these guys? So we're good with ice lizardmen. They have spears. Let's... Ooh. Do we get a choice? Okay. We don't really get a choice on who gets those, but that seems fine. Ophelia can heal. Let's try... Let's make sure we need to break Russell at some point. So if we do... Ophelia needs to heal next. All right, so we attack Russell a single time with this.
Be defeated.
Ophelia needs to heal wounds.
Let your wounds be healed.
That gets some good HP recovery. Normal attack, Ice Wind. That's a shocking amount of damage,
Now,
but that's fine. So you have 5. So let's just do a normal one on Russell.
bring it
Get him down to 4. Alphen can triple attack for this wisp. Get that broken. I think we need to get rid of the wisps first, especially if they can do
Come in,
multi-attacks,
if thou darest.
like Ice Wind. So I want Haunted. Haunted also has axes, so that's definitely helpful. Let's get Haunted to
Holding back
max
nothing.
attack. Let's just focus on one wisp at a time. So let's focus on the one that's broken. That's 400 damage right there.
My turn now.
And then Ophelia. I actually want Ophelia to max attack Russell to break him. Actually, do I want to do that yet? Because Russell doesn't seem like he's doing much. I think I want to break him. I don't think I want to break him just yet. I think I want to have Ophelia... Ooh, we could see what fire damage does. We only did ice. We didn't do fire. I think I'm going to risk one of the elderly woman summons. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how much Grandma does. Did Grandma not do a fire attack? I think Grandma just walked up to Russell and just slapped him across the face. Okay. Fair enough. That kind of changes my perspective. Let's just break this one then. Okay, so that one's broken. Russell is using wildfire. Oh god, Cyrus is down.
Next.
Okay, that's... Okay. So what we need to do is we need to use one of our many olives of life. And we need to do that on... We need to... Yeah, we need to do olive of life. Okay, not exactly the turn that I kind of wanted. But it's what we have access to. So Ophelia needs to heal. Okay, maybe we should deal with Russell
Let your
more
wounds be healed.
permanently. Okay. Oh, Grandma is attacking just randomly? Okay.
Letting the hunt begin.
Okay. Haunted. Okay. This is interesting. Axes. Oh. Okay, so we need to... Haunted... I kind of want Haunted to have, like, a higher level Thunder Arrow on these guys. So let's do... Can we capture Untamable? Okay, so some of the wisps are low. Do I want to do Thunderbird? Level 2 Thunderbird? Haunted would be going after... No, I want to save... I want to get at least one more super bonus, BP. Just do... How much? Alvin has 1 or 2, so he can get to 3. All right, this is risky, but I'm going to attack once on that Wisp.
Here goes nothing.
Alphen... I can't afford Ophelia to go down. Okay, so Alphen needs to first aid Ophelia.
That'll do her.
Okay, Ophelia is back up roughly to full. You're just going to attack Cyrus, muttering an incantation. That's concerning.
I'll not be defeated.
Okay, so Ophelia... Okay, so we can have Ophelia deal with him next turn. Because Ophelia will go before him, so I'm not going to worry about him right now. You have to break him ASAP. No, trust me, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I can't summon Grandma. So let's just attack with light on the wisps. Yeah, I'm gonna do Holy Light. Actually, no, I'm gonna Heal Wound. That's probably for the bet. Yeah, Haunted and Cyrus need HP. Let's get them a little healing. Firestorm. Oh, Grandma's doing Firestorm now. That's actually... Oh, and they are weak to fire. That's good to know. Okay. That's actually monumentally good. If that's the case, I want Cyrus to do a level 2 Fireball.
Oh, flames. Rain.
That'll break one of the wisps, so we only need to worry about one of them. So Icicle Storm... It only hits a few people, but that's not a massive concern. So I want Haunted. Yes. Now we do our Thunderbird level 3 on this. No, do it on the vulnerable one. Get rid of that. That's good.
Here goes nothing.
And then Alphen. I want to do a level 4 axe on this Water Wisp. That breaks that.
I'll do my best.
And then Ophelia can do 3 on Russell. That breaks him, so that's good. Grandma's Firestorming, which gets rid of the Wisp and does a fair amount of damage from to Russell, which is good. And now at this point, Cyrus has no BP, so we could just do a normal attack, 14. Cyrus isn't going to do much in that fight.
Well then.
But Ophelia does still have 3. I actually want to save Ophelia's to bring down his shield gauge. So we're just going to attack. Actually, I'm gonna have you heal wounds.
Let your wounds be healed.
So that's good for a bit of HP.
Letting the hunt begin.
So Haunted has no benefits, but now we can do. Now we're gonna do Ice Lizardman again. See if it's weak to spears. Not weak to spears, but that does a significant amount of damage. Alphen. I don't know if he's weak to axes. I really need to figure out what Concoct would be good for. Because I just don't know. Injure Seed. We could try and put them to sleep. Nox Root? Addleward. Befuddling effect. Sure, why not? He's kind of confused at the moment, so sure.
How do you like
Glimmering
this?
Powder. I guess he's dazed right now? I don't know what the stars represent, but he might be dazed. If that's the case, you just attack, I guess. It's not really super useful. 55? That's not a lot. Let's see if he's weak to bows. He's not weak to bows.
Bring it on.
All right. He's probably... Oh, he's weak to ice. So let's just do Icicle.
Cool off.
That gets one of them down.
My turn now.
Ophelia can do
Here I go.
4, and then Cyrus can do 3. Or Cyrus can... Ooh. No, I'm not going to have Ophelia do it. Ophelia can just do a normal attack,
Now,
and then Cyrus can just do Oh, I might have done this incorrectly. No, Cyrus can just attack. No, I've definitely done this incorrectly.
What is the logical course of action?
Okay, that's fine. Sure. Might as well. So bring him down to 1. He gets an attack. Tome toss, 65. That's not a
Let my
concern.
arrow fly true.
Let's see if Lind can do anything. He's weak to swords. Okay, that's good knowledge to have. So he's broken. So Ophelia... Should we summon the elderly woman again?
Prepare yourself.
I say we summon the elderly woman. Grandma, we need you. Perfect. 400 damage, that's nice. Alphen, if he's weak to ice, go for a level 3 icicle. Another 450, that's good.
All right.
Alphen, I'm gonna need you to try and go for an amputation. I want to see if that's good. 268, that's not bad. I'll take that. Haunted has 3. He's only weak to ice and wind, which we don't have. Deal critical damage with a bow to a single foe.
Coming.
Let's try True Strike.
Aim in carefully. Shoot.
1462. Oh, that's good damage. That is some good damage. Cyrus has no special ability, or no BP, so you could just attack. And Ophelia, I'm gonna need you to max level Holy Light.
Oh, sacred light.
609, not bad. Grandma? Using Wind Blast. Oh, Grandma doesn't just have fire. Interesting. Intimidate?
What's the big idea?
That's not gonna do anything to me.
Shucks.
It did something to me. I don't know what Intimidate does, but that's fine. Let's do... Oh, I probably can't do class skills. So let's do that.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Let's do... let's just do, let's do High Wolf. It's weak. He's weak to swords. Let's try High Wolf. Oh, he's dead. Child's Play by the power of our High Wolf. Awesome. Cyrus gets a level. Ophelia gets a level. Haunted nearly gets a level, and we get $1,600 from that fight. Nice. Refreshing jam. That's what he's been keeping in his jars. Refreshing jam. Very good. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune, this is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by the one who calls himself a scholar.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did. And yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend has purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes, and revealed the names of his business associates. Wow, he folded like a wet napkin. We only need to track down the books and purchase them back. I mean, we could get Therian back on the team. We don't need to purchase any of them. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
Ah, from the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not actually steal that one. That one's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years or so back.
I see.
Aggressive borrowing. It's a wonderful way to put it. I see. So this volume was lost or potentially stolen long before that.
Yes.
Right as always, Professor. Pray, tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. Well, according to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within the archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, yet another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster would like to speak with you at once.
Is Artemis...
Again? What could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists, I'll accept his little medal. Speak with the Royal Academy's headmaster. I wonder what terrible thing he's going to ask me to do. He just wants me out of the academy. He's been eyeing my position for years. He wants to become the royal tutor, not some random no-name professor of the academy. The only one worthy of teaching Her Royal Highness is the headmaster himself. I won't let him. He would not
I've
do
brought
well.
Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Fire Emblem?
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you?
No, that's Lucina. Could I get you a cough drop, sir?
Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
That is a blatant lie and an impossibility. I don't even remember her name, let alone how I would win her heart in an illicit affair. I would never enter an affair with a woman I don't even know the name of, let alone Her Royal Highness that I totally, absolutely know the name of.
Oh. And you believed this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied.
Okay, Mary, I'll try and commit that to memory. Okay, Mary, got it, it's in my brain, I'll remember this.
That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
I would never besmirch the good name of the High Queen Princess Mary, no matter what. I would never. That is not something that I would ever even entertain the thought of, let alone act on.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
Throw him into the moat. Lucina, behead him. Right here and now. The carpets are red. We won't mind the bloodstains.
It is not an easy decision to make.
We're going to excommunicate you from the academy.
Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical?
I don't want to take a vacation. How am I going to gain access to rare tomes and the books of the histories if I'm on a sabbatical? Although, if you pay for the sabbatical, is this going to be out of my own pocket or out of yours? Because if it's out of yours, I'm going to Goldshore.
Professor Albright has put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing field work in a distant land.
What kind of distant land? Because again, if it's Goldshore, the beaches there? The beaches are fine in Goldshore. I would have no problem waiting out this, gossip storm if we were at Goldshore.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
I care more about my pocketbook, because it's also a type of book.
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago. Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
Well, if I've been excommunicated from the Academy, then I have no need to report to you, Headmaster. I find I will keep my goals to myself.
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey.
I must make sure all of my purple capes are stored properly. I don't want to get them creased. It's a hell of a thing trying to iron out a purple cape while out in the wilds.
Good day to you, Headmaster.
Good day indeed. We must go.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Lucina, I need you to keep an eye on him, and the instant he gets out of town, cut his head off. Again, take the carpet. It's red. As long as you behead him on the carpet, the bloodstains won't matter, so you can do it whenever you find the need. Sir, I don't think that would really work. Are you the headmaster, Lucina? No, sir. Then do as I say. Get the carpet, roll it up, and get it done. Therese, you scoundrel.
Professor!
Starting rumors! I bet it was Therese. She wants me for herself.
Oh, Therese, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the Academy.
That decision was made 30 seconds ago. How could you have possibly have known unless you were already preternaturally aware of the fact? Again, Therese absolutely started the rumors. She wants my
Then you
books for
heard
herself.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness. answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble.
Well, congratulations. You've gotten me fired from my job. I'm going to the other side of the world to track down 15-year-old stolen books, and I could very much easily lose my life because the people who try and get those types of books, because, you know, the book that is missing is literally an annals of the histories of hell itself. People who would be after a book like that are not going to be the kindest of people, so I could very well lose my life. So if I die in this adventure, it's all on you, Therese. Let that sit in your consciousness for a while.
I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better.
Well, I mean, it could have been better, but we won't worry about that.
You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate. So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor.
Even at the risk of, you know, destroying my reputation as a professor and, you know, that of the entire academy, but we're going to ignore that.
Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter.
Teresa's just like wide-eyed. Wait, did you actually have an affair with Mary?
Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should.
Oh, that's
Had
what
I
you're talking
realized
about.
Your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much entirely on Cyrus. If you have a class of 2 and you're not, it's like if you have a class of 2 and you're not able to prioritize like splitting your attention between 2 people, that's definitely on you.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies?
Cyrus, please, she could not be any more obvious. Cyrus, please.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally.
And yet you failed that simple task.
And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Therese is struck speechless. It's like, Professor, are you serious?
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
No, Therese, he's really not. He's about as sharp as, you know, an old book, which has the propensity to give a paper cut every so often.
Yes?
Never mind.
Therese, if you want him, you literally have to come onto him a lot stronger than just, you know, trying to get him fired, excommunicated, and, you know, slandered. Probably not the best way into a man's pants. It's just like, oh yeah, I really want to get in your bed, and to that end, I got you fired from your job, I ruined your reputation, and I kind of put you out of work for probably the rest of your life. So now you really have no choice but to come live with me.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
I do not see why not. Provided we both still live.
Both of us still live? Professor, how long do you envision this quest of yours to take? I'm not exactly an old maiden, you know. It's just, both? How long? 10 years? 20 years? How many decades is it going to take for you to track down this book? Head southeast out of town. Oh, Cyrus. Cyrus, hold on before we leave. We still have business. No, Cyrus can't hear us. He is making a beeline. He wants to get out of this town immediately before terrible things happen to him.
Now, I must find out all I can about From the Far Reaches of Hell. My erstwhile colleague, Odette, knows more about arcane studies than anyone I know. Last I heard, she sojourned in Quarry Quest. I should begin my journey there.
And I am more than willing to bet that this is Lucina, and she's wearing the rug, the red rug, that she's gonna behead him with. She's not going to use a blade. She's actually going to use the rug. She misinterpreted the headmaster's final wish, and she's just like, you really want me to behead him with the rug? And I'm just like, okay, I'll take the rug. I'll take the rug. I'll have to cut it down a little bit to, travel with it, but, sure, I'll manage. And so Cyrus left the academy behind in search of the lost tome. From the far reaches of hell. What dark secrets might its pages hold? Only the gods know. We're free! We're free! Let's go back to town. Because we may be free, but we probably have a bunch of side quests in there.